Well, here we are again, folks. Another Friday and looking forward to the weekend. As you know, we had a cold front come through. Pretty decent cold front. It's blowing pretty good today. I went to go and attempt to go catch bait. I found bait, but it was a little bit too rough for being by myself, and I just nixed it. We do have some white bait here at the office. We have pinfish, we have shrimp, we have crabs, our fiddler crabs. So we got everything that you need for this weekend. I'm going to go out tomorrow and catch more bait. So we'll have plenty of white bait available. It's going to be a little bit breezy tomorrow, not as breezy as today. Today's blowing about 20 miles an hour out of the northwest, and it's pretty snotty. But we were able to get out there, check a couple of spots, mark some bait, so I know it's there. I just did not feel like dealing with it. It was solid 2 to 3 footers out there, and I was just like, it's not worth it. But I know right before the front, the bite was really good, and I think by Sunday these winds are going to start laying down. The winds are actually going to start laying down tomorrow, and offshore it's going to go from like 3 foot to a little over 2 foot, but it's going to be every 6 seconds. So it's going to start to flatten out, not flatten out, but be swelly, but not horrible. If you're going to go out later afternoon, it is going to start laying down. On Sunday, it's going to be absolutely beautiful for offshore, inshore, everything. By that time, the temperature is going to be rising again. And when that happens after a pretty decent front like we had, these fish will put on the feed bag. I can't tell you how many times I've fished after a few days after a front. When it starts to warm up, those fish will eat like crazy. So if you get a chance, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. Like I said, tomorrow's going to be a little windy, but it is going to calm down some and get much better for Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into the tides and schooners for this weekend. On Saturday, we have a high tide at 6:02 a.m. at a 1.7 foot. Then we have a low tide at 1:39 p.m. at a 0.3 foot. Then we have another high tide at 9:07 p.m. at a 1.6 foot. On Sunday, we have a high tide at 7:46 a.m. at a 1.5 foot. Then we have a low tide at 2:22 p.m. at a 0.5 foot. Then we have a high tide at 9:16 p.m. at a 1.7 foot. For the schooners, we have a major feeding time from 5:52 to 7:52 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 12:57 p.m. to 1:57 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 6:33 a.m. to 8:33 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 1:25 p.m. to 2:25 p.m. So those are the tides and schooners for this weekend. And again, the weather is going to be a little bit windier on Saturday than it is on Sunday. Sunday is going to be absolutely beautiful. High temperature around mid 70s, 74, 75. Saturday is going to be nice too. You can get out of the wind and do some fishing. I know people are getting geared up for Sheep's Head. It's that season. You guys know about me and seasons. I just believe that those fish are always there. People don't fish for them. But anyway, of course, more fish come into the bay to spawn and things like that. But overall, if you really wanted to go catch sheep's head in the summertime, I bet you can go catch sheep's head in the summertime. Again, at the shop, we have live white bait, pinfish, fiddler crabs, and shrimp. We have frozen bait. So we have everything that you need. We have Thanksgiving coming up. A lot of people are going to take off that week. I can tell you the first part of the week is going to be nice, and it is going to get a little bit breezy towards the end of the week. But it looks like the very beginning of the week is going to be nice. So if you can get out for Thanksgiving week, I'm thinking about possibly doing that. Two of my fishing buddies, Tony and Chad, are going to be down in Fort Pierce. So they won't be here this weekend or during the week next week. But anyway, the fishing's been very good. The bite last weekend was extremely good with those hogfish. We came back with 20 hogfish. We caught porgies. We caught what would have been keeper gags at 30 inches. So a lot going on offshore, a lot going on inshore. I'm seeing a lot of reports of some nice redfish, snook, trout, some really nice trout being caught. So there's a lot of stuff going on inshore. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching. We really appreciate the support. Thank you for the support here at the shop. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.